Oh no! We can't even escape it! I was trying to base the order of these episodes off of the wiki, but not gonna lie dudes, the wiki is kind of in shambles, so I had to manually search this one up. Hopefully I'm doing this in the right order, but it's also regrettable that we are very clearly nearing the end of the series. So I believe there's this episode, and episode 30 is a two-parter, and plus 2 other shorts, and there's also a Vox log for Voy, but I'm not really sure if seeing Voy's everyday life is going to be that interesting. Let me know in the comments.
Previously on Roderick Vistador Fyodor Kambas was sent into the rap by the Big Space Kid. There he was processed by a small boy in a boat who was a big fragment of Big Space
Accurate
Kid.
subtitles, love to see it.
With his sons Lemon and Supreme Grandmaster Keldor Drago then entered the Dark Elf city of Kambara, Evil Knife City, where he goes to meet the master of
basically
the
just
city,
London.
Absdelved. Meanwhile, Magno of Red returned to Terror with his companion Skittles, but then Magno sent company away to Mars. Magnum entered the throne room where Big Father Skeleton is very powerful, who sends into the Elfdar Webway to fight the Black Librarian.
What did you say? Okay, we're here now.
Can you smell that?
I smell a clown.
That's a lot of book dust.
I smell the oppressive gloom of this diet-shaped realm.
Yes, gloomy. And so...
Go! But your enlightened iridescence would brighten any realm. With you nearby, I sense naught but joy.
Totally, bro.
The silence of the past 5 seconds has taught me much.
Sorry, I wasn't... Smell changed, have you noticed? It smells like rubrics, but... clowner.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
that must be
The clown. The massive clown. What up?
You!
Oh, he's on a rocking chair. Higarach?
That's right.
Goraf, Kegarak, Kakarot. And you hunk god, how do you pronounce your evil, horrible clown name?
Oh, that is right.
Basically, yes.
Yeah, okay. Let's stick to the laughing god, then.
I'll stick with abomination.
Do you have your library chairs?
What are you even talking about?
Sorry, I forgot who I'm dealing with. I meant my dragon top or the Black Arius Librarius.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if, in lore, he actually does this at some point. Higarach just seems like the type of god to mess with people like this.
No cards, get away! You reek of high-gloss paint!
Oh, so why did the chicken cross the word?
Oh, here we go again.
Is this all you will provide?
Yes.
Cavalcade of odious goofs?
No, I just want to know where the hell you're outside of my house, keeping out your fried chicken.
I need another chicken.
I see.
That's Sir Comedy. So hey, guess what, wretch? I am heading into the Black Library to attain infinite power and wisdom now. And here's another goof for you. If you try to stop me, I shall annihilate you and all the clowns from here to the ass end of the webway.
Are you strong enough to do that? I highly doubt it.
No, but I can turn you into a ghost.
Oh, got him!
I need him on my team.
Oh my god.
Brawl wars between could be avoided, Mr. the Red.
Ah, you do know of me.
Mr. the Red.
Doubts what with your obstinate behavior.
Of course I have. Your very existence is the grounds for a whole genre of jokes.
That is not the kind of knowledge I came here for.
Well,
That is, wow. Actually, though, that is a sick burn. Your very existence is the ground for so many jokes. I honestly don't know how I'd feel about that. Embarrassed? Sad? Extremely regretful for all of the life choices that I made? A lot of things coursing through my mind at that point. I should use that at some point.
Going to have to leave unplundered then.
Oh, good for you. Means you won't be out of a job after I'm done ransacking the rest of it.
Implying you do anything aside yourself. But you know what? The whole plundering the library thing, I let you! Without resistance!
Really?
On one condition!
Here we go.
Of course. You're one of those gods.
Puppeteering is amongst the things I do best, and I already
Who could have
know
guessed?
we should strings cut. So I'm throwing you an offer of a lifetime, baby! Live with me a day, and access to the
Yu-Gi-Oh?
library shall be
Oh,
yours.
sorry, a children's card game.
Definitely
I bet.
one of those gods.
There really isn't any other kind!
Fine. I hardly think a decrepit old has-been like you could ever hope to beat me in a game of not that fucking game.
It's time to kick
Yes!
Mr. the Red.
Hell yeah! Even has a dual disc too. No!
This way.
Aww.
Next week the hand traps, asshole at me.
Wait. It seems your deck is weak to hand traps. Oh my god. Is there any info out there as to what sort of deck Higurash would have played? I can think of a few, but I don't know if they existed back then. And honestly, I don't even know if I remember their names correctly. The one that I can immediately think of that fits Kagurach's whole aesthetic is like Gimmick Puppet, I think it was called. It does seem to be a pretty old archetype, so maybe it was back around then. Jumanji.
That was a pretty funny reference. Seems Magnus the Red is the winner of this round, folks.
Oh, don't get drunk just because you wanna sing around.
Further chicken jokes, please.
Oh, but the game has only just begun. Let's eat
Please.
Kind of like Higurash.
How long has
Also,
it been
I-
since last you cooked?
It's been so long, Rogaldorn. I missed you, buddy. Were those like waffles that were made into fortresses, by the way? Not gonna lie, that seems like a fire breakfast. I kind of want that now, but I don't know if I could do that. My fortification skills are not as good as Rogaldorn, unfortunately.
Rogel,
Very being screams for sustenance.
I have not cooked food in millennia. It is good to return to one's favorite pastimes. Everyone, please dig in. If you can.
Yes.
These waffles are quite well fortified.
And there you go.
Rogel, do you know what could augment your dopamine even further?
Yes. Lunch.
Reuniting with your sons.
Oh.
You must leave this palace sooner or later. Rogel,
No.
you cannot stay here for
You can see Boy in the back there. He has to try and destroy the fortified waffles. They're probably too hard to eat.
time.
No.
You just agreed with me.
No.
You epic fail.
No more of this. Let us see what Lehman is up to.
You paid me with your demands.
Boy, prepare your sedation shades.
Okay.
Sedation shades.
My eyes sting.
Put on your shadies, sir.
They do not exist.
Where is Lehman?
He
Sky.
is not there. It is only I. And that asshole Vect.
Oh, no, Fyodor Karamazov, this is all wrong. You are the Inquisitor Lord of the Ordo Hereticus, the Pyrophant Judge of Salem Proctor, and now you come before the Supreme Overlord of Comerad, and you don't even have the common courtesy to rise in greeting.
No need for rising when we're both great men of the throne. Oh, To call it by its true name, the couch.
So wonderful to finally
Some
have
rich
you.
people laugh.
Care for some wine?
How could I say no?
Timothy! There you are.
I really didn't want to see Timothy again, but he's gonna be a recurring character. Well, at least there's only a few episodes left of this. No, I didn't want to say it. But I believe the Star Child or whatever is currently residing in Fyodor's body, which is pretty old lore from what I recall you guys told me about in the comments. And essentially it's like a part of the Emperor.
Peach, my dear boy, go and get our guest some friend juice.
What does friend juice entail? Hopefully nothing made from people.
So this is the Supreme Overlord.
Did his razor throne give it away?
His hat is huge and horrible, and looks like a lobster. Eldar always flaunt their importance by wearing easily sniped headwear.
Big hat, Eldar, Ecclesia, coincidence?
I think not.
What is the creature standing by his side?
Timothy?
Not the wine gnome.
He is a friend.
I'm referring to the multi-limbed wretch that I wish to punch.
I am
I didn't even
unpleased
notice
to
him.
have to acknowledge his existence.
He radiates close.
It is Urian Ruckart. He is a master
Ruckart.
among lust and the concept of torture made flesh. He is a contender for worst living creature ever conceived.
I am vexed the Khan has not had him crushed to pulp.
That is the standard first impression.
Never have I before met such an adept wine pourer. Thank
Wow.
you. So, out of curiosity, why have you invited me to your lovely abode?
An inquisitive inquisitor! I had almost banished the thought! Have no fear, dear Fyodor. I'll answer the question soon. First, though, I wish to tell you of this eve's activities.
Ooh, activities! Those are my favorite things to
that.
partake in.
Yes.
We are aboard my ziggurat, currently hanging above the Crucible Arena. If you would join me, we're invited to watch some truly mesmerizing blood.
After the Vox log from, was it Lehman Russ, who was riding on the ship? And then a lot of stuff went down on that whole transport, but eventually they arrived at the arena, so I'm assuming we're gonna see him fight something here.
Sport.
Really now? You know, I have a son, Caldor Drago. I think he'd make a perfect candidate for some good old tussling. If you
A
would have
little
him,
too good
I'm
at tussling.
sure he'd enjoy it.
A parental sort, so charming. But it's somewhat out of character, wouldn't you agree? By all accounts, the Emperor is said to be an awful father.
Ah, so you knew.
He knows.
He does not wish it.
I don't know.
No.
You don't know anything.
Oh, don't act surprised on my account, Mr. Karamazov, if that name even matters to you at this point. You are the Star Child, if I'm not mistaken, which I rarely ever am. An integral part of the Monkite God King's being. Abandoned millennia past for what I am sure are personal reasons I won't pry.
Oh my! Excellent deduction work, my pointy friend.
How did you figure all of that out?
Definitely not
Just
your
from
friend.
interacting
Now,
with him?
if you'll permit me to gloat, this is not the only information I require. In fact, I believe I likely know your entire plan.
Really?
Planting spyware within the framework of the shack you call a palace was a simple task. Stasis 1.
What? What?
How dare they? I must refortify!
Please do not do this.
I am reinstalling the palace.
Oh my god.
Inform me when Corvus is here. I require his infiltration
Corvus?
expertise.
Due to your inherent inferiority,
No offense taken.
I don't care. I have decided to use your slapdash migration through my city to my advantage. Yorian, explain the procedure.
We will torture you.
Elaborate.
Thanks.
You, slave emperor, carry the epitome of a pure soul. A soul as immense and undefiled as yours, suffering at our hands, will release a surge of energy so potent it will slake the thirst of Kamora in its entirety. Your pain will drive off the great enemy forevermore.
Wow.
What? That actually be possible? I feel like this is a very fighting fire with fire sort of method, and it seems just way too convenient. More than likely an excuse for the Dark Eldar to just do Dark Eldar things.
Suffering for a purpose greater than myself? Don't think I've ever done that before.
Never.
Me?
Ooh, quick follow-up question. What is preventing me from just leaving?
Delighted you asked, Yorian.
Through the use of this necromantic deprivator, we will have you rapidly displaced between this realm and an oubliette I had filled to its brim with null flesh. Just enough.
I don't want to know what an oubliette is.
Relatively meager powers of a disparate shard like yourself.
Wowie zowie, I am impressed.
Wowie pazowie.
Honestly, this is a really cunning scheme.
By the muses, this is going to be exhausting.
Wine, Timothy!
Whoa!
In fact, I wouldn't only
Bro's
call
kinda
it
tilted.
clever, I would even call it benevolent.
Benevolent. What was that?
You'd save the lives of not only Drukhari, but potentially the entire Eldar species.
Ooh!
If I was feeling particularly
And also the galaxy as a whole.
perhaps, but
You'd help invent a limitless source of energy. You could rebuild the Eldari Empire, if you so choose.
well, yes, that is a possibility.
Besides that, none of you would have to kill and torture anymore.
Yeah.
You'd have no real reason to even put down
Right?
the effort.
So, you guys could give all that up, right? Because you don't need to anymore, right? You don't do it for the pleasure or anything like that, right?
Shut the fuck up.
Bit hasty.
Look, I get that you Dark Eldar will literally die and get swallowed by Slanesh if you don't act the scoundrel. That has evidently been a problem for everyone for a few millennia now.
Yes, true.
Literally everybody.
But instead of just continuing down that road and not really caring for long-term sustainability, you are going out of your way.
What a guy.
And honestly, risking your very existence on this chance that this problem can be rectified.
Yes, what else is there to do? We play from a disadvantaged position in the great game.
You know what I think? Despite everything, I think there is some genuine good in you. In fact, I can see it shining through you as clearly as the suns in the sky that you kidnapped.
Whoa. I never thought of myself in that way. I'm such a good person.
This! By the muses, what is the sensation? Your pathetic but very nice words content me so, and I have no idea why!
Isn't it strange? This is almost how I imagined they would react. Because they've just been stuck down there in depravity for so long. Imagine this feeling of contentness from doing good or helping somebody else out. This wouldn't be in their minds at all for however many hundreds or thousands of years that they lived. So yeah, I'd be overcome with emotion too.
They pleased me. More than a glass of my finest wine, yet
Maybe you can get
also
used to
feels
it.
like I am burning inside. Like literally burning. Ow. Please! Won't you tell me more?
Well, have to be honest. I also really like your hat.
This was your plan. That's it. You have been promoted from torture victim to best friend.
No.
Torture victim.
I'm so happy.
Me too. It's despicable.
Why did he vomit blood?
This would be
He
what
just
you were
laughed too
planning.
much?
Update for the children's card game.
Don't worry, you're fun. Not that everyone was a decent joke, but
Oh, I am
Damn!
hilarious. I'll snipe the charlatan right from the stage with my hysterical yet very accurate observations. You like jazz?
Hey, haha.
Are you fellas ready to go out and make funny jokes on the stage?
Oh, you know me.
That's great! Just remember, the person who gets the most individual hats wins the round. Oh, Grey Harlequin,
How do you count that?
You have the floor!
Let the round begin. Good fortune, Magnus. It won't help, but it's a nice gesture.
If I had to do this in order to save my own life, I would die. Generally speaking, I don't think I'm a very funny person. And honestly, these skills of improv and like stand-up comedy, they are very different from your usual comedy that you experience through life, you know? Or at least that's my perception of it. I can't really imagine myself going up on a stage like that and trying to make people laugh. And maybe some of you might be like, well, that's kind of what your videos are basically, but no, I think it's a very different skill set. But like honestly, massive props to anybody who attempts this, who even is willing to try it to the point where they want to make it their living. It's almost as crazy as trying to be a full-time YouTuber. What? Okay, I could probably do better than this. Never mind. I got this in the bag.
Wow! Funny clown humor! Our laughing god scored a whole lot! Yes! Can our second contestant beat him? Let's welcome Magnus the Red!
Greetings! How are we doing tonight? Actually, is it night? I can't tell. Anyway,
Oh god. Oh jeez.
I've consumed some Aldari media through my life. Did anyone here watch the Wraith Friends flick?
Wraith Friends?
Ah, well.
Oh my god. It's probably a reference to Friends or whatever that series was called. Never seen anything about it, just know a ton of references about it.
Did you know that it's actually bad? I shall not go through the movie and point out every plot hole and explain to you just why Wraith Friends shouldn't be watched by anyone.
What? This is your big...
Setting up a
What?
liar revealed story. Wow, cliche much? Plot hole, damn! Number 2, where's a stupid hat?
You were a slave?
The frick? Magnus's whole plan was to go and shit talk about everybody's favorite movie? How's that going to be funny?
Oh, yes, back in the good old days. I was to be sacrificed in the local pleasure temple, actually. But on the night of my sacrifice,
Actual
guess what
lore?
happened?
What happened?
The great enemy was born.
What?
Oh.
Just as the blade touched my throat, in fact. That's when she in birth consigned the Eldari population to death. Very poetic. Everyone around me either perished or turned to screaming wretches stuck between this world and the other.
But you survived.
I hadn't been introduced to the ecstasy of our people, so I remained. And as my execution was very much cancelled, I rallied the other survivors. After that, one thing led to another. My people were herded into the webway, and, well, here I am, with my very own city to show for.
Is this the general lore behind the Dark Eldar? I think there were already Craftworld Eldar before the whole Slaanesh thing happened, right? Those that didn't really agree with the way their civilization was developing. And it was because of that that those who were far away from the initial birth of Slaanesh were able to survive. But I didn't know you could survive it by simply just not experiencing the pleasures that Eldar civilization could provide you. At least at the time, anyways.
For it. I am born of this cruelty. We all are.
Impressive.
Well.
No, really. That just might be the one and only rags to riches story I've ever been truly convinced by. You
He's
did
such a
your
smooth
best,
talker.
and you really do deserve your place at the top.
But that's just the start. There's also the tale of how I assumed the mantle of Overlord.
This is also a classic look at how to make people talk. I found that if you're in this awkward silence when you're conversing with somebody, it's much easier to get to know somebody by, well, not really egging them on, but acknowledging that you're actually listening to what they're saying. And in doing so, you open up the opportunity for them to speak more, thus creating more conversation, and there you can just ask more questions. People love talking about themselves. If you're trying to make idle chatter, as long as you steer the conversation in that direction, it usually succeeds. This guy's laughing way too much. He can't handle the happiness.
As in, my heart is warming! Yorian,
how dare it?
What magic is this?
We are being exposed to noxious energies emanating from the throne, creature.
Oh, there's actually something. He's releasing his aura. Bruh. I thought it was a situation where the Grinch's heart was growing 3 sizes bigger than normal. But no, this is actually just bad juju energy from the Emperor.
It's a product of his gangrenous soul being so far from suffering, it is discharging some kind of anti-negative energy.
You could even call it positive energy. Oh.
Well, that's not good.
One of your arms fell off. Should I be worried?
Don't worry, pal. Old Urium is just coming apart like soggy bread. This isn't the time to fall apart, Rakaf. What do?
We torture him, of course. The only
That's
way
the only
to
answer
have him
to
stop
everything.
Anti-suffering is to make him suffer. Behold.
Does that mean this other part of the Emperor, this Star Child, hasn't experienced any negativity? It's like this massive ball of positive energy, sort of like Kirby. At least from the context, that's what I envision.
Casket of cleansing, vile souls within, come out, and remove his skin.
You even have a little song for it. It's kind of cute. I don't think that's gonna work. Oh! There.
Urian, you did your best. I mean, no! You have failed me. Solve this issue now.
My lord.
Yes, what the fuck is it?
I just have to tell you, I love
you. No, the positive energy.
Oh no. We have a leak.
Oh my god, I just realized this is genuinely straight up toxic positivity, which honestly, as a concept, I understand, but in practice, when people refer to it, I feel like they're using it for the wrong thing. Or at the very least, the latest time I've heard of toxic positivity was when it came to the Souls community and liking any Dark Souls game. I don't really understand what the current trend was with so many people talking down on Dark Souls games because they feel like they want the games to be better, and anybody who isn't talking mad shit about it is being toxically positive because they don't want to improve the game. But from my point of view, why can't people just enjoy the game that they enjoy it in? Why do we have to try to not enjoy something that we enjoy? I found that was such a weird part of the Souls community, which I honestly think sort of stems from these video game critics on YouTube who kind of need to say something for content, you know? But even outside of that, if you're not a part of that community, you just play games, or even if you don't play games and you consume any sort of media, just enjoy it for what it is. And I don't really think there's a point to taking the enjoyment that you have away from something. That's kind of just shooting yourself in the foot.
Single laugh?
I wonder why.
Really telling jokes?
It was satire!
What's your definition of satire?
Stop disparaging my work.
I'm not. Never.
Wow! That was a pretty not funny reference, Magnus the Red. Shame on you! We're starting round 2, folks! Come on out! The Laughing Guy!
Imagine if it's just the same joke again. Oh no. Oh. Oh god.
It's just screaming. That's not funny.
Yes. Extremely unfunny.
Was Kegaratch the one who popularized loud equals funny? I hated that trend, but it was a thing, just not my thing.
Wow! I am literally screaming! That sure was a funny reference! Next up, welcome
What was it
back,
referencing?
Mr. Red!
Okay, so, you know when you get that itch to read a book? And you go to the librarian. You can't really find the books anywhere, so you conjure up some flesh hounds to track the scent of the skin the book's bound in, and the dogs all start screaming at you like corn like. Once you like get control of them, they track down the book. And then
Okay, now this is funny.
it's the wrong book, and it's a book about making blood pudding instead. Like, what's up with that? Can anyone relate?
No. Bro, Magnus should go for the type of comedy that is so bad, it's funny. It is actually quite difficult to pull off, but if you find that perfect middle ground to it, oh boy, nobody can copy you.
Go back to Prospero, wide ornament.
Yes! You know that feeling when your home planet is torn asunder by a pack of spiteful bigots and you live in pain and suffering for 10,000 years, knowing that you could have saved it had you not fucked up over and over and over.
I feel like the Eldar kind of relate to this.
And then you're forced to stand before an assemblage of literal jeering clowns who call you cringe and tell you to go back to your aforementioned long since destroyed home. Can anyone relate? Big mood!
Big mood! Hey! Relating highs! Yeah! They all relate to that.
Let us play.
Oh man. Magnus's existence really is the butt end of so many jokes.
Have you heard that song about people?
I am eager to hear it.
You'll experience every excruciating moment as your ear canals turn into hungry maggots that will feast upon your thin skull.
Wow, sounds like a killer record.
Damn, no kidding.
I do not. On your command, Lord.
Oh, I do hope you enjoy it. It is quite the lovely tune. Play, please. Play now!
Help! My ears are worms!
Holy shit, I fucking hate Gar Kaldar.
No! Oh, thank goodness.
Caress, cotton swab, but thousand times as pleasing.
Nauseating. Why do I even keep this one around?
Reminder, Father, of what you fight for.
But jesters for my amusement.
That is a lovely tune.
I ever heard one.
Fuck! I will not be made a fool out of you, lovely, wonderful boy that I cherish. No!
Oh, we can't even insult him properly anymore.
Enlighten me. What did I do right last round?
I think it might have been the self-deprecation stuff. People consume that audio like it's candy.
Right then.
I do feel like that is something most comedy should be directed towards. Humor is a wonderful thing, and if you can see the bright side of any situation, That just makes things easier on both the person and other people too. Of course, with the exception of if you're close friends, then I feel like it's kind of okay to dig on your friends a little bit. At least I most certainly do when it comes to Kiwi and Survey.
I suppose it's time to weaponize my damage.
Please don't overdo it.
I will definitely overdo it.
Alright, folks! It is time for round 3!
Your last set was quite good indeed. I will not lie, but boy, small boy, prepare to cry, for I shall make this whole audience die.
Damn. Like literally?
What do you
Please
get
not.
when you cross an audience and a gun?
That was hilarious.
Hey, you.
Oh no! We can't even escape it! Oh god. An ancient video game reference? We're still making references to it in 40K! Oh my god! It's just the meme that keeps on giving. It never dies. Memes truly are the DNA of the soul.
It was re-released just last year, so it's simply
They'll keep getting
franchise.
re-released.
Where is the joke?
The reference is the joke. Oh damn. Rip. Well, I guess we beat the game.
Wow! Very timely Monkai video game reference! Extremely relevant! Let's see if our other contestant can catch up! Come on out! Magnus the Red!
I am now going to go through my entire personal history and point out every mistake that I have ever made. Ready? Here goes. Number 1, getting out of my incubation pods. Number 2, getting adopted. Number 3, using hair moves.
Oh, my.
Number 4, developing an addiction to hair moves. Number
That's a
5,
thing.
learning how to read. Number 6, eating hair moves.
Okay, so it's my turn, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I draw a card,
What's
yes?
wrong with your face?
And then, okay, that's nice.
Oh my god, yes! They're actually learning how to play children's card games! Man, probably the game was more interactive and fun, which is kind of ironic because I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like one of the most interactive card games out there. The main issue is that usually I don't get to interact with my opponent's deck because their whole deck is meant to not make it so I can interact with them. I don't know if any of the newer decks get around that issue, but I'm already having fun with Marvel Rivals. Don't think I'll be returning to Master Duel anytime soon.
Card? I'm not supposed to say the card names out loud, right?
It's not recommended, at least.
Say it when you play it.
Well, I suppose I summon this, and I slay your face down card.
Ah, you got me. I don't have any monsters left.
Yes! Your very life hangs in the balance.
Fast learner. Especially
know
for
what
this
that card
being a
is.
game only played by, well, beings of divine status.
Oh, I know. I've played this for years. I was sandbagging you to try to trick you into... Why am I saying this out loud? Oh, I can't see the cats anymore.
Oh, that feels better.
The city is falling apart.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, that's right! You, best friend, please stop making me so content with my life.
Oh, you make me content with life, too.
He's just such a nice guy.
No! Life has no meaning. Not really. Regardless of how long we extend our lifespans, regardless of our emotions, thoughts, and memories, regardless of everything that defines life to us, amalgams of matter who can reflect upon it, the universe itself shall dissipate. And as it does, so shall we. In a million cycles, in a billion cycles, in a duodecillion cycles, in the dying throes of the galaxy. galaxy, what will you find?
What? You haven't planned that far ahead yet?
Oh.
Mockery. Fatherly mockery. You dare. My fury is restrained. Furion! Not even existential dread will work.
No respect for the art of cynicism.
Oh man, yeah. Existential dread would totally work on me though. Just look at our Nier Automata playthrough. Replicant as well. Yoko Taro is just kind of goated at that. Oh, Soma too. Definitely check out Soma if you haven't already.
Stay optimistic. The sun is deep, burning brighter than stay optimistic.
Oh my god. We actually got to see him right before the end. Jagatite Khan, is that you? And who's in the next scene? What is going on here?
My city's falling apart, and here I am.
Want to continue playing?
Yes, I do.
Number 979, after the Council of Nike, I sat in my spire and cried for 7 days and 7 nights like a big baby. Number 980, allowed Prosperity PDF to turn my tears into grenades.
Okay, you know what? It was kind of funny at first, but now it's just sad. It's okay, Magnus. You can step off the stage, please. This is for your own sake, man.
Number 981, the grenades were technically psychic, so the PDF had to be executed and replaced. Number 982, I ate a donut.
Abomination! Why is he using fire? Destroying magic before our eyes!
Self-deprecation is a powerful form of comedy.
Indeed.
But overusing it slowly but surely rips the soul apart. Magnus,
True.
the important creature of the other world, is currently killing himself.
998, Crash Bandicoot.
He's way too cocky. He's not going to stop.
Number 999.
999 reference?
My trust in Siege! Sounds cringe. Number 1000. I used the powers Siege gave me to ruin my father's webway project and thus doomed the Imperium.
You kinda did,
Number
yeah.
1001. I ate another donut.
He has to stop. He's still an unreasonable number of paws behind. He's going to kill himself before even getting close to winning.
Yes? Yes, he would be utterly useless to everyone with a vested interest in Command Run. Just sign this contract, please.
Uh-oh. Read the fine print.
I cannot leave a show unfinished, but for business. You'll have to return and finish this with me later.
Fine. Just get him out of there.
Read the fine print.
Number 1005. I cried for 8 days and 8 nights. Number 1006. I ran out of
We're just gonna
fluids,
pull him off
but I
the
didn't want
stage
to go
like this.
outside, and I couldn't use sorcery.
Oh god, what did you do?
So I just drank lamp oil and kept crying.
What?
Number 1007. I developed an addiction to lamp oil.
You and developing addictions.
Wow! Sorry, everyone! I have just been informed that the match is cancelled! Thank you for coming in! Please!
Stop.
This will not age well.
Bro's dead. Never mind. He is dying still,
The
though.
great supreme overlord Asdrubal Vect brought so low. Never had I realized that true camaraderie actually existed.
Camaraderie actually existed within the dad jokes we made along the way.
But through mutual respect and affection.
Who could have guessed?
Never had I realized how dangerous a weapon it could be. A hidden weakness.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Never before.
There's plenty of people who prey upon positive emotions like this. It's a classic technique for scammers too. Or even if you're working in sales, make the customer feel very positive about themselves or something, and then sell it to them.
Or have I faced a foe like you in a game of wits? A truly brilliant opponent.
Yeah, you got completely steamrolled.
Are you doing
and you
all
enjoyed
right?
it.
Oh, despite the all-consuming pain, I've never been better. But I'm saddened for all of my work, for my city.
Do not worry. Your legacy will remain in here.
As though it matters. Shall I tell you a secret? This is what I've wished for all along. Drukaria, creatures of stagnation.
Yeah.
We dwell in the wounds of this galaxy, and I am their uncontested master. Yet all the while, my victories grew dull. I yearned for a truly worthy adversary, and now he has come, only to leave me as dust and ash.
This just reminds me of the final fight in the first season of One Punch Man. But instead of being an actual fight, this was definitely a more of a talk no jutsu moment.
I am sorry, but I have my own to save. I'll stick around for the arena fight. Gotta check how my boy Drago will transcend. But with that, I thank you for the experience that has been meeting Asdrabale Vecht. Goodbye, friend.
Friend? Friend. Starchild, tell me. Is it not an inconvenience for you that I had not only your son, Caldor Drago, but all of your friends sent to the arena to fight to the death?
I'm sorry.
Slave says what?
What?
Oh. Whoa. Probably shouldn't have mentioned that.
Oh, glasses, stop working!
Father, what is the so-called sweat goblin doing?
Beck was just complimenting me. Oh, he also just discovered the Star Child's weakness. The reason I had it exorcised. And with that, how to exploit it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy! And we are back! Wow! Oh, Star Child! What a delightful gift you are!
My forces. My son.
You know, you've really irritated me. You've pushed me to the brink, brought me to my knees, yet something that simple broke you? Pathetic!
Asdrabale, please. Exactly where are they right now?
For all my expertise in pain and suffering.
So, what is the weakness of the Star Child? Are his friends his weakness? His concern for others? I mean, one could see that as a very positive thing to have, but I can also see how clearly it can be a weakness. One cannot become the emperor of mankind if you care too much about every single person. But obviously you still need a level of care, or else you kind of lack motivation to do the things that you do. But as a leader, you've got to make the tough choices.
Never would I have guessed something this base would bring about your reckoning. You were hurt, genuinely damaged by the fact I sent them to the arena. Oh, wait, sorry. What's that notion called again? Compassion?
Yeah.
That's how it's pronounced, right?
No.
Yes, vulgar compassion. Like a true slave genitor weeping for their offspring. Oh, it boggles comprehension.
Please, stop this. They were to be kept safe.
Safety is quite relative in Camera. Oh, for
Nobody is safe here.
I must go look for them.
Oh, well, yeah. We're finally seeing the thing being used. Showed the gun at the start of the episode, you gotta use it by the end.
That was a funny feeling.
Get used to it, my compare. Or don't. You can just not try to leave. But since you are so insistent on seeing your friends...
Yeah?
Hello, my dearest Red Matron Lilith, my beloved! Could I ask when your next match is scheduled?
Yeah, it's in right now. I am in the arena. You attending?
My love, I'd not miss it for all the souls in Ulthway.
Well then, I'll keep my knives extra sharp.
Timothy!
Oh my god. What is that outfit?
For every elder slain this day, I shall be having a copper supper.
No, I only wished for Drago to join in. Please, remove them.
Ooh, tempting.
Please.
But alas, no. Oh no, it is too
The magic
late.
words don't even work on
The
him.
match
It's impossible.
has already begun.
We can't defeat him. He's too evil. Wait, is that it? No.
Why did you stop me? I was winning!
Lol, we're not.
Lol.
Killing yourself on stage and that's not very funny, my baby.
I was not. I was not.
You were.
For the sake of your mental health, or as you might call it, your health, we call it a brawl. And in light of this, I wish to offer you a new deal.
Look, I can come back another day with a massive army and we can just settle this the good old-fashioned way, okay?
True.
Look, here's my army list. Wait, I'm sure
Here's
that's
my
you,
army
you
list.
enemy.
No, then you really will be one, I remember.
Mr. Look at us.
I wish for you to aid me with something, and I shall be wholly transparent about the flavor of hate I crave. For I hear you despise being played for a fool.
Get it?
Alright, fool god.
First, contest! With string of soul and needle of bow, I was the one who knit us together. I want us to get along for a while, until Iranity's rascals are broken and dead!
I want to help bring death to something.
Yes, oh yes, I wish
Death
you
to
will
what?
bring death to us!
Okay, I was prepared to kill you and everyone in this library anyhow, so I don't know why you've wasted my time asking me to do
I
it.
need you to go to a moon far away. There, a ritual is to be carried out, one that shall birth a new god, one able to dunk on Slaanesh and bring the powers of chaos into shambles in ways my chains couldn't even hope to. Help us carry out the ritual. Let Iyad be born, and I shall allow you full access to the Black Library.
I see. It makes sense that Kegarach is also acting in a way that benefits the Eldar as a whole, and I believe we saw this before, back during the Eldar episode, about them planning to birth this god on this other moon. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna get to see the resolution to this plotline. I wonder if there was a parallel to this in the actual 40k lore. Well, we do know there was that one incident where the Space Marines went in to stop a group of Eldar who were trying to birth a god that would save the universe, but, you know, it might be a reference to that, although I don't remember the exact details of it. It's been a while.
I see. So, I hope you both knew Eldari God. The new god subjugates Slaanesh. And then I become a god of the materium with unrestricted access to all knowledge and with no master but myself.
Yeah.
Why don't you
Totally.
make sure the ritual succeeds yourself?
Sorry, can't.
Why?
Gigaratch works in mysterious ways.
Starting to sound like a certain someone.
Like your father?
Despite all better judgment, I will do this. But if you do not remain true to your word, I'm gonna get a big...
Do not worry, unlike others, I'm not that great a deceiver. And to further commemorate my promise?
Sure. Oh, you.
Oh, my emperor, he is huge.
It's been a while. What's up?
Oh no, Jock.
This is a demonic view.
Ephrael Stern.
This one is integral to the Great Infanticide. She will vouch for you on the moon. And we also serve as a big fibrous heap of collateral.
Fibrous is damn right, clown.
Yeah, protein.
Ow, it stings.
Go now. I shall await your return.
Right. Come, Demonofuge.
Long have I waited to manifest my mass in the materium once more.
I am joining you as well. Yes.
You don't need to.
Someone needs to keep you in check, and that someone is definitely going to be me.
Wait, weren't you super dead until just moments ago? Oh, fine, I will.
Pretty much, but don't worry about it.
Yes, I'm aware the room looks like a fish
Yeah, there you
skeleton.
go. These guys.
Exactly as intended. Now, oh, hold on, my brain is swelling, and by Cain, that is Magnus the Red.
Hello. Need a hand?
No, not literally. Of course you find it funny.